But welcome everybody. If you haven't taken my class yet, my name is Ruhi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm super excited every time I say that to teach class, but it's true. Today's class is going to be a 45-minute vinyasa-ish flow. So we'll have a couple of vinyasa flows in there, but it's more of like going to be a heart opener, bringing in all of the vulnerable energy and stuff that I feel like is important. I've heard this is midterm week and a heavy exam, so help lift off that stress and anxiety off your shoulders. All you'll need is yourself, a mat, or if you have carpet or a towel or something underneath you, that works great. Welcome to those of us joining us. I was just explaining today's class is going to be a vinyasa-ish class, something to lift off the stress from our shoulder. It's kind of an anxiety helping yoga class today. If at any point you feel like you want to grab a sip of water, take child's pose, take a break, please feel free to do so. You don't need me, I guess, to tell you to do so. And if you have any questions or anything that comes up during class, feel free to unmute yourself or drop it in the chat. I will go ahead, Laura, I'm going to go ahead and mute you just for the background noise. Let me start my music. And we can go ahead and get started. If you track your workouts on a watch, please, if you started, you can go ahead and get that situated like I do. Sometimes I forget to turn it off and then it turns into like a 2-hour yoga class. But anyways, coming to some stillness onto your mat. Rocking side to side. You can be in crisscross applesauce or easy seat. Maybe you, right off the bat, start with some neck rolls just to start your attention to ease away. And coming to some stillness. I like to start class with just a breath of silence, I guess. Taking a few moments quietly to yourself to center your mind and your body. Inhaling through your nose, and as you exhale, you're letting out a sigh from your mouth. Maybe your eyes flutter closed. You notice your shoulders easing away from your ears. And I invite you to take 5 more full deep breaths in silence, filling up your lungs all the way and emptying it through your mouth. Once you've come through 5 full rounds at your own pace, I invite you to gently flutter your eyes open. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Your chin slightly tucks in this kind of confident pose. Maybe you start to rock your neck side to side. Job feeling that stretch along the side of your neck. If you're like me and you hold tension in your shoulders, maybe these stretches feel really nice to relax them. Bringing your chin to your chest and up to the sky. A lot of times when we're feeling anxious, stressed, overwhelmed, we want to curl up into a ball. Find that place of comfort and tightness. Maybe take some neck rolls all the way around in a circle. But with that anxiety, in this class, we want to actually do the opposite. Open our body up. Invite some heart openers, some areas of vulnerability. Allow that tension in your chest to dissipate. Maybe you start to roll your shoulders backwards, inviting that open posture into our body, signals to our brain that, we're bringing in the space to let go, but then we'll also close it out by bringing poses such as child's pose, down dog, cat and cow, that kind of remind us that we're safe and we can close our body down. Great job. Bringing your arms into this, making these rolls more exaggerated. So essentially, this class will be teaching our mind and our body that we can open up and close down as long as we're not stuck in one or the other. Nice job, making sure you're reversing whichever direction you start in. Maybe you're all the way open to full circles and switching directions. Great job. We'll start that pattern of open and close right here in the seated position. I'll scoot back so you can see me a little better. Starting with an inhale, you'll reach your arms behind you, clasp your hands behind your back, and puff your chest out, lifting your chin up, opening up your throat, your heart. This is the vulnerable heart opener. And on your next exhale, we'll bring our arms out in front, clasp and flip your palms, and round our back inwards. Chin goes to chest. This is signaling to our brain that we're safe, we have a place to come back to. Inhale as you reach back, puff your chest out, chin lift. Exhale as you reach forward, flip your palms and curl inwards. Great job. Continuing these at your own pace. Inhaling as you puff out. And exhaling as you round in. Great job. Coming back to a neutral seat. Once you've done a couple more of those at your own pace, and we'll meet in tabletop. Bringing your hands under your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We'll continue those motions in cat and cow. Inhaling as you drop your belly, lift your chin up. For cow, another great heart and throat opener. Exhale as you round your back, tuck your belly button to your spine. Chin goes to chest for cat. Great job. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Breathing through these at your own pace, making it a flow. Continued motion, guided by your breath. Great job. Taking one more of each wherever you are. And coming back to that neutral tabletop. We'll flow from tabletop, we'll go back to child's pose into a mini cobra, kind of like a mini vinyasa. Again, continuing that trend of open and close. So as you exhale, we'll send our hips back to our heels, child's pose. Maybe your forehead rests on the mat as your arms reach forward. Feeling this position of safety, of comfort. As you inhale, we'll lift up, hips rock forward, squeezing your elbows in as you exhale to the mat. And inhale for baby cobra. Great job. Breathing it out once you get to cobra. And on your next exhale, lifting your hips back up, pushing through tabletop, sending yourself back for child's pose. Great job. On your next inhale, we'll lift up, kind of like into a kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Great job. Exhale, back to child's pose. Great job. We'll take one more of those. Inhale, lifting up. Squeezing your elbows in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale. This time, tuck your back toes. Send your hips up. Downward dog. Great job. Pedaling your legs out here. Maybe you rock your hips side to side, our first down dog of the practice. Great job. Coming back to some stillness. Doing something a little bit different. This time we'll inhale as you look towards your toes, so the back of your mat. And as you exhale, we're walking our hands to meet our feet. Finding our way to the back of the mat. And forward fold. Maybe you take ragdoll position, opposite hands grab opposite elbows, and you allow gravity to take over as you hang. Allowing for a slight bend in your knees, your head is relaxed. Great job. If you're in ragdoll position, I invite you to let go of your arms. On your next inhale, we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time, stacking our spine until we're in mountain pose. Great job. Taking a moment to adjust yourself. Maybe fix your shirt, grab a sip of water. Finding yourself in Tharasana or mountain pose. Shoulders are rolled up, back and down, palms are facing forward. I invite you to close your eyes one more time. We'll set an intention for our practice. I know I've talked a lot about vulnerability and lifting off that tension. And that can be an intention in itself. Just being here in the moment and allowing your body and your mind to actually relax. And learning that vulnerability is okay. When you have your intention, we'll inhale, reach our arms up, palms meet to touch overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center to feel it in. Great job. Finding yourself in mountain pose again. We're going to go through some sun A's. I know we're at the back of the mat, but we'll make it fun and interesting. Inhale, extended mountain. Arms reach up, gaze follows fingertips. And on your next exhale, I want you to imagine as though you're lifting your ribs and your diaphragm up off your hips. And we'll use our arms to fold forward, reaching as far forward as you're able to until you reach this L pose. Great job. Full exhale here, breathing it out. On your next breath, we'll reach our hands behind, clasp behind our back like we did. And inhale as you puff your chest, lift your torso back up, all the way into a slight back bend. Great job. Exhale, releasing your hands, lifting your arms back up again. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down to the mat. Great job. Inhale to halfway lift. We'll come to a flat back and a neutral neck. Your hands can come to your shins or your thighs. And on your next exhale, we'll walk our hands forward and find high plank. Option here to take high plank kneeling, so your knees are on the mat. Once you're there, we'll inhale, rock forward, exhale, squeezing your elbows in, lower down, inhale to cobra, lifting your chest up. Great job. Listening for a couple new moves, we'll exhale back down to the mat. This time, as you inhale, we'll come up to cobra, but look over our right shoulder. So I can see my right foot behind me, but my shoulders are still not dropped and hiked up to my ears. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up, look over your left shoulder. Breathing it out, my arms are shaking. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, regular cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Great job. Keeping it different again, this time we'll inhale, look to our fingertips. But as we exhale, we're going to walk both our hands and our feet to meet in the middle of your mat. Great job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great job. Coming back to mountain pose, we'll continue our sun A, adding on a few extra components each time. Inhale, extended mountain. Arms reach up. Gaze follows your fingertips. Great job. Before our next exhale to fold forward, I invite you to lift up that torso again, squeezing your belly button so much into your spine that your ribs lift up. And as you exhale, hinging from your hips, bending your torso forward, finding that L pose. Great job. Letting go of your exhale here. Reaching behind your back to clasp your fingers on your next inhale. Your chest and your chin guide the way back up to standing. And maybe even a little back bend. Great job. Your belly button and your core is still engaged. On your next exhale, letting go. Reaching your arms up, taking an inhale here. Great job. On your next exhale, staying standing, we'll open up, open arm twist. Our hips really want to open up in this pose, but we want to keep them squared forward. Just our arms and our chest are twisting. Great job. Inhale, coming back to extended mountain. Exhale, open arm twist the other side. Your arms are coming out to a T. Your hips are squared forward. Gaze to your back hand. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Great job. Inhale, halfway lift. Coming to that flat back. Exhale, high plank. Maybe you walk your hands forward and jump your legs back. Great job. Option here again, taking this on your knees. We'll inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to cobra. First cobra, staying traditional. Chest is shining, chin is lifted. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, lower down. We're sticking with the trend of clasping our hands behind our back. So I invite you to bring your hands to your lower back. And on your next inhale, we'll come up to a half locust. So your chest is lifted. It's like the pull of your arms away from your chest is what's causing your body to lift. Great job. Exhale, lower back down. Unclasp your hands, bring them under your shoulders. Inhale, regular cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Great job. Inhale, this time, keeping it simple, looking to the top of our mat. Exhale, travel to meet your hands for a forward fold. Just your feet come into your hands. Nice job. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great job. Our next Sun A is going to tie us into our Sun B, so our legs are going to start to work a little bit. At the top of your mat, inhale, extended mountain. Arms are reaching up, gaze to your fingertips. Great job. Exhale, forward fold, keeping that hinge this time, separating from what we did in the beginning. Inhale, halfway lift, coming to that flat back. And this time we're going to exhale, step our right foot back, finding runner's lunge. Front leg is bent, making sure that knee is not dragging past your ankle. You want to keep it stacked right on top. Great job. Finding some balance and strength through that front leg, we'll inhale, high crescent lunge. Finding your hips square to the front. If you need to shorten your stance for extra balance, feel free to do so. Ooh, that didn't really help me much. Great job. I don't know if you've guessed it or not, but on your next exhale, we'll clasp our hands behind us. And inhale, puff our chest up. Great job. Exhale, tilting your torso forward. We're finding humble crescent. So that means that your body is staying up here. That's totally fine. But humble crescent brings our inside shoulder to the inside of that front leg. So my left leg is forward. That means my left shoulder is reaching forward for that thigh. Great job. Inhale, lifting your torso back up. Arms release, high crescent lunge. Exhale, runner's lunge. Great job. On your inhale, we'll step that front foot back. High crescent lunge, high plank. And as we go through our flow here, I invite you to take a challenge. Maybe you float your left leg up as you lower down to the mat. Inhale for cobra. Tucking your back toes, exhale, downward dog. Great job. Inhale, looking to the top of our mat. Exhale, travel to meet your hands, forward fold. My heartbeat is increasing. I'm feeling a little warm and sweaty. Inhale, halfway lift, coming to that flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Nice job. Inhale, coming back to that half lift. And this time we're going to exhale, step back with our left leg. Runner's lunge. Great job. Right leg is in front this time, making sure that knee is right above your ankle. Back leg is finding some length. Great job. Once you have some strength and foundation in this pose, we'll tap into that front leg, allow it to push ourselves up. High crescent lunge. Again, shorten your stance if you need it. Breathing it out here. Great job. Exhale, bringing your arms back, clasping them behind you. Inhale, puff your chest, lift your chin. Great job. On your next exhale, we'll find humble crescent. This time, right shoulder tries to find the inside of your right knee. If you want to just leave it floating up above, that's totally fine too. Great job. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now on your next inhale, unclasp your hands, reaching up, high crescent lunge. Great job. On your next exhale, runner's lunge. Planting your hands, inhale, high plank. This time, maybe you keep your right leg floating as you go through your flow and make your way to down dog. Great job, everybody. Once we're in down dog, we'll Use this minute to rest a little. Funny how down dog can become a rest pose. And on your next inhale, look into your fingertips. Exhale, travel to meet your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse one, drive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shake it out. Great job. Those are 3 sun A's. I guess 2.5. One of them was kind of a sun B. All of which opened up our heart and then closed it back down. So we're going to channel all of that strength and sense of confidence that we've built up in our mind from that flow into our balance series. So I'm going to be facing the camera, but you can be at the top of your mat, in the middle of the mat, wherever you're comfortable. Finding some foundation from the soles of your feet, really connecting to the mat. Planting through the left leg, and on your next inhale, lifting up one-legged mountain. Arms are lifted, right leg is up. You want to have that bottom leg nice and flexed. We don't want it just to be hanging there. Making this an active pose. Great job. Breathing it out here. When you're ready, on your next exhale, we'll cross that right ankle over to our left thigh. Inhale, finding length in our spine, lifting that diaphragm up. Exhale, sinking your hips back, maybe hands come to heart center for a standing figure 4. I feel a fantastic stretch along the right side of my glutes. If you're feeling really shaky, I invite you to calm your mind, come back to this moment. Take a nice deep breath and just recenter. Reminding yourself that shaking is good. It's not a sign of weakness, rather a sign of you pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, making your muscles work. Great job. On your next inhale, we'll unravel, lift that leg back up. Exhale, bringing it behind our front leg. Maybe your toes touch the mat. We'll sink back in kind of a curtsy squat. Inhale, back up. Great job. Exhale, sinking back to the curtsy squat. Inhale, lifting up. Our core is driving that movement, so if you want to test out your core, you can keep your arms real still. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, lifting up. Hold, hold, hold. Second longer than you think you can. My left leg is on fire. And exhale, let it go. Shake out that bottom leg. Maybe you roll your ankle out. Great job. Coming back to some stillness. Finding this on the other leg. Really finding that grounding in the right leg. Pressing the sole of your foot into the mat, kind of like it's stuck there with glue. On your next inhale, lifting up. One-legged mountain. Ekapada Tadasana, what it's called in Sanskrit. Breathing out here, belly button is squeezed to your spine like we've been doing the whole class. On your next exhale, we'll cross that left ankle over to our right thigh. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, sink your hips back. Standing figure 4. Great job. Finding a drishti or a gaze point to keep your focus. You might notice that one side's balance feels like night and day compared to the other side. That is completely normal. I'm right there with you. The exercise science world is still confused as to why that really happens. Breathe it out on your next inhale. Lifting back up, one-legged mountain. And then we'll find 5 of the curtsy squats right on this side. Exhale as you bring that foot behind your balanced leg. Lower your hips down. Inhale, lifting up. Great job. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Again, if you want to test your core strength, keep your arms real still. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 2 more times. Good job. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And 1 more, lower. Lift up, extended mountain. Keeping your arms and leg lifted. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, let it go. Shaking out that bottom leg. Great job. We'll begin to make our way down to the mat. Slowing our heart rate down. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like kind of winded. And then allowing our mind to slow down as well. Starting at the top of your mat, we'll inhale, extended mountain, arms reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Great job. Inhale to a halfway lift. And this time on your exhale, we'll plant our hands and bring our knees to the mat for tabletop. Great job. Maybe you take some cat-cows here. Inhale for cow, lifting your chin, dropping your belly. Exhale for cat. Great job. Inhale for cow. And 1 more exhale for cat. Coming back to neutral and still tabletop. Ready to send your hips back to your heels and just sit on your calves. We're going to be working towards camel pose, something we've been kind of preparing our body for with all of the heart openers. I think camel pose is the #1 biggest heart opener. So from our pose here, we'll lift up, bring our hips into a line. Maybe you tuck your back toes. If this is a little bit too much pressure on your knees, you can always fold your mat for extra padding. And on your next inhale, we'll reach up, arms lift up to the sky. We're going to take this 1 arm at a time. First, starting with our right side, as yoga always does. Exhale, reaching your right arm behind you, looking for that heel, and sending the left up to the sky. Great job. Breathing it out. It might be a little difficult to get a full breath in here. And in order to get out of this pose, we want to tuck our chin in first, and then inhale, lift our arm back up. Relieving the pressure off our neck. Finding this now with the left arm. On your next exhale, reaching that arm back, finding your left heel. And then inhale as you look up, chin lifts towards your right arm, floating at the top. Great job. On your next exhale, we'll untuck our chin. Inhale, lift your arms up. Great job. Now you are welcome to just take that 1 arm at a time, but if you would like to try both arms, we'll do that together. Inhale to find some length here. Exhale, reach 1 arm back, and then the other, lifting your chin up when you're ready. Breathing it out, great job. Your chest is open, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, all of that is open. Great job. 1 more breath here. And to get out of the double hand camel, we'll let go of 1 arm, tuck our chin in, and lift the other arm up. Great job. Maybe lifting up here. And exhale, sink your hips down, finding child's pose. Great job. Sometimes these vulnerable poses can be a little overwhelming just in and of themselves. That's where we remind ourselves we're okay, we're safe, we can do this. A few more breaths here in child's pose. On your next inhale, we'll lift up, tabletop. We'll make our way into puppy pose. This one is another counter pose to our camel. This is for opening our heart, but we're doing it towards the mat. So it's kind of like closing it down. So bringing your knees a little bit wider than your hips, allowing some room with your feet that way. Walking your hands out in front. And as you exhale, instead of sinking our hips down, we're just going to lower our chest. So your forehead can come to the mat. You want your hips to still be up above your knees. Finding some stretch underneath your arms. Great job. Breathing it out here just for a quick breath or two. And then walking your arms in. And you guessed it, finding child's pose. Great job. Breathing it out here. Allowing your body to sink towards the mat. We're almost through the end. On the next inhale, we'll slowly bring our torso up. Send our legs out in front of us. Finding Dandasana pose, or staff pose. Legs are out long. It's considered the perfect posture in yoga. Your spine is nice and long. Maybe your hands come next to your hips. And all of this depends on your torso to arm length ratio. So if you have a longer torso than your arms, then your arms may be able to straighten fully. Or if you have longer arms than your torso, then you might be at a little bit of an elbow bend. Either one is fine. That's stuff we can't change about our body. Once you have that perfect posture, we'll just sit in this L shape. And if you feel ready to let this pose go, we'll inhale, reaching our arms up, keeping your torso as still as possible. Another L pose this way, just sitting down. Great job. On your next exhale, maybe you slowly lean forward. Maybe find your toes, your shins. Maybe it feels like you just can fold forward like 2 degrees. That's all fine. Folding forward as far as we can go. And then letting gravity take over. Using the power of your breath to slow down your heart rate, cool your body down. Great job. On your next inhale, using your hands to walk your torso up. Maybe you scoot forward along your mat, allowing for a slight bend in your knees. We'll use our hands behind our thighs to allow ourselves to roll all the way back down to the mat. Your knees can come in with you. Taking some knee circles in one direction, loosening up our hips. And then switching directions, going the other way. And then finding some stillness. Nice job. I invite you to maybe drop your knees to one side, As your gaze goes to the opposite direction, working out any tension left in our spine with this pose. Great job. Inhale as you lift your knees back up through center. And exhale as you allow them to drop to the other side. Gaze goes to the opposite direction. Nice job. On your next inhale, bringing your knees back in. Wrap your arms around your legs, giving them a nice good squeeze. Giving your body a squeeze, telling yourself you're all right, you're doing the thing. Then maybe you send out a thoughtful squeeze to someone you might miss right now, someone you have to stay distant from. Now on your next exhale, finding Shavasana pose. Your legs can go out long, allowing your feet to just kind of flop open, palms are facing up. If keeping your legs out long is a little uncomfortable to your lower back, you can always bend your knees and knock them towards each other. And your hands can come on your lap. And for the next about 1 minute or so, I invite you to just focus on your breath. Maybe you would repeat a mantra or a phrase to yourself, saying, I'm okay, I can do this, I'm strong. And keeping those thoughts of the to-do list you might have out of our mind. Bringing some awareness back into your body. Taking a full deep breath. Wiggling your fingertips and your toes. Maybe rocking your head side to side. Maybe you take a full body stretch as you reach your arms above your head. Inhale to find that stretch. And exhale as you curl over to one side and use your arms to slowly bring yourself up to seated. Your eyes can remain closed or have a soft gaze. If you're in crisscross applesauce, I invite you to switch which leg was in front. Taking a quick breath, come back to our intention of easing away that stress and anxiety and allowing our mind to relax and noticing what impact that has, therefore, on our body. Bringing your arms out to the side, we'll inhale, reach our arms up, palms need to touch overhead. And as you exhale, we'll bring our thumbs to our forehead for kind thoughts, to our mouth for kind words. And now to your heart for kind intentions and actions. All of these both towards yourself and other people. Thank you all for joining me today in this practice. Namaste. Again, thank you everybody. My name is Ruhi. I teach Tuesdays at 7 p.m., Fridays at 1 p.m. If you have any other questions, let me know in the chat. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Thank you.